was blind, but now I see. I have a friend who has a college-age son who is trying to make a go of a financial counseling career. I consented to a little get-acquainted session that was proposed to me this past summer. I really am not looking for financial counseling, though I may sorely need it. I was just curious about what would come of this hour. He told me it was just a time to get to know him and to find out what he's up to and see if there's any way that it might work into my life. I like his mom, and I like him, so I signed on. His mentor came with him the day they came. We all found our comfortable seating in the family room, and I sat back to listen. It was actually the mentor who talked the most. His questions were addressed to me about life situations relative to money. What is our pension retirement plan? And I told him that was covered through United Methodist Church and the Illinois State Teachers Retirement. And what is our plan for our children's education? And I said, well, we are done with that, quite thankfully. And what is our plan for travel and retirement housing? And I told him that God would lead us, but we have no island condo dreams. But the question that rather startled me was this: what is your plan for wealth accumulation and distribution? I actually laughed, and I think aloud, at this one. I said we didn't have a very strong plan in place for Earth, but that we were working on our eternal one, and I think that startled him. What I read in God's Word is this about wealth. From 1 Timothy, a devout life does bring wealth, but it's the rich simplicity of being yourself before God. Since we entered the world penniless and will leave it penniless, if we have bread on the table and shoes on our feet, that's enough. And further on, tell those rich in this world's wealth to quit being so full of themselves and so obsessed with money, which is here today and gone tomorrow. Tell them to go after God, who piles on all the riches we could ever manage. To do good, to be rich in helping others, to be extravagantly generous. If they do that, they'll build a treasury that will last, gaining life that is truly life. And do you remember this verse? Or maybe you've never heard it. Jesus said this from Matthew 6. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Maybe it's time to reevaluate our wealth accumulation and distribution plan.